Hi, my name is Dan Cotton, and I am the owner and director of Dream Camps. And I want to thank you for being interested in our camp program and take a few minutes to explain to you why Dream Camps is bar none the best camp company in the United States. Now, our individual camps at Dream Camps are the absolute best for seeing explosive skill progression in a short period of time. Our instructors come from all across the United States. We have the best tumbling and stunting instructors from the top collegiate programs like Weber State and the best all-star programs like Top Gun All-Stars, Oregon Dream Teams, Cheer Athletics, California All-Stars, you name it. We have coaches and athletes coming from all around the world. Now, when our athletes come to individual camp, the way the day goes, they arrive at registration and check-in where they are greeted and they get placed into their room with their roommate. Most of the time, roommates are an athlete's friend who they have brought to camp with them. We do our best to make sure that friends stay together. If you're signing up in our Florida location, they stay in a cabin-style environment where they're in the same cabin with all of the individual athletes. After athletes get checked in and they get settled into their cabin or their dorms, we are going to go to our gym where they are going to do a class. And in that class, we're going to verify the skills that they have and what it is that they are throwing so we can make sure that we build the correct groups for training that commences the next day. Now, let me talk about the gym for a second. You may be wondering how we accomplish all of this by being at a university campus or a camp out in the woods in Florida. Well, we bring in all of the equipment that we need. Every one of our camps has a tumble track, it has a spring floor, it has tumbling mats for training and shaping, and depending on the camp that you're at, it may have a rod floor or other opportunities of tumbling apparatus for athletes to train on. On day one, the next day, after they've gotten a good night's rest, we're going to start with breakfast in our dining hall, and then the athletes will go to the gym, and we start every day with a group session where we do our stretching, we do our line drills, we do our shaping, we do some strength and conditioning, and some overall mindset planning, as well as our journaling for the day. Athletes that are signing up for private lessons during that time will take their private lessons between the 9 to 9:30 time or the 9:30 to 10 slot. After that, we'll do 2 rotations with our staff. They'll rotate in their groups, which we keep less than a 10-to-1 ratio with student to instructor, and they will be working on areas of emphasis in the cheerleading disciplines, be it running tumbling, standing tumbling, front tumbling, twisting tumbling, stunting, jumps. We do it all in the day. Although I will say most of the day is spent working on tumbling. They'll do those 2 rotations and then they'll go to lunch. After lunch, we always have some sort of an afternoon activity where we play some games and we get a little bit of rest to allow the athletes' muscles the opportunity to relax and recharge. We'll come back into the gym generally around 3 o'clock and we'll do at least 2, maybe even 3 more rotations in the evening before we go to dinner. Those are rotations again where they're working one-on-one or group on one with instructors. During that afternoon time, I will clarify, there are private lessons again, generally from 2 to 3, where athletes who want to sign up for private lessons and are on a private lesson package are coming into the gym. After that, they'll go to dinner, return to the gym where they have the opportunity to compete in our challenges like Best Jumper, Best Tumbler, Best Dancer, and Best Stunt Group. After those challenges, they'll receive awards and All-American nominations each night, and then the athletes will get the opportunity to participate in open gym, where they can tumble, have fun, or just play games and be kids. After that, the athletes will go back to their dorms or cabins and get a good night's rest before we kick it off all over again the next day. Now, Dream Camps is special. The athletes work incredibly hard. There is no other camp of its kind that offers this many instructional hours with this many structured activities and the quality of staff that we have. In fact, residential overnight camps for athletes where they can come and stay on site are very few and far between. There's only a few companies in the country that do it. And Dream Camps is the only company that does it in multiple states throughout the United States. So no matter where you are, whether you're on the West Coast, you can come to our Oregon camps. Or if you're in the South, you can come to Texas, or the Midwest, Missouri, or the East Coast, Florida. We would love to have your athlete join us for the best summer of their life. Now, if you have more questions and you want to learn more about camp, you can always book a call to get on the phone with my sales team. Jelani, one of our camp instructors, or Josh, or even I will give you a call and we'll happily talk to you about all of your questions regarding individual camp. Now, a couple questions that always come up that I want to make sure I cover before you ever need to book a call or you're wondering if camp is the right fit. Number one, is camp safe? Yes, safety is our number one priority after making sure that the athletes have an amazing camp experience. I was a full-time police officer for 15 years. I'm still a sworn and certified reserve police officer and serve actively with the police department that I originally served with. I care about kids' safety. I care so much that for 6 years, I worked as a school resource officer directly in the schools to make sure that kids were protected and safe. And I carry that mindset with me into every single camp. My staff are all background checked and certified, and they have very strict guidelines that we follow to the T to make sure that athletes are safe throughout camp. Now, injuries can happen because what we do is a sport. There is always a trainer or nurse on site to make sure that athletes who are injured get the best possible care. And most of our camps, Oregon, Missouri, and Texas, are within a few short minutes of any sort of medical hospital where they can get additional help. And in Florida, we're only 30 minutes away from a hospital where we are at the Florida camp. Another question that always comes up is, what is this private lesson stuff? Well, we have different packages at camp, and our packages are the silver package that comes with 2 private lessons, the gold package that comes with 4 private lessons, and the platinum package, of which there's only 4 of for each camp, that allows the athlete to be one of the first 4 people to sign up for private lessons each night. It's our most exclusive package. We are the only camp company that I know of that offers private lessons included with your camp registration. And every athlete that signs up for private lessons absolutely loves them. On top of the fact that if you have an athlete who wants to learn how to partner stunt, they can do that at camp with their private lessons. We have some of the best partner stunters in the country working for Dream Camp's staff. And not only are they great partner stunters, but they're great people too. One other question that I want to cover is, do camps sell out? The answer is yes. Oregon individual camp is almost 50% sold out. Florida is 50% sold out. Texas has a lot of openings because we just changed the dates, and Missouri is 25% sold out. So if you are on the fence, I want to make sure that you take the opportunity today to get registered. And I'm telling you those numbers today on January 16th of 2025. So it may have changed since I filmed it. So if you need to register, you can either get on the phone with one of my sales team, or you can go to our website, dreamcampsusa.com, go to individual camp and click register. That is going to route you to our online portal through iCamp Pro. You're going to create a profile, and then you will register for the event that you want, the location that you are hoping for. Make sure that you select in the optional purchases which purchase you would like, whether that be the silver, gold, or platinum package, or you can simply register for camp. You're going to get all of the same great experience just without the private lessons. And select all those options. You can select your payment plan, or you can pay in full, and you can get completely registered online and manage everything from the portal throughout the rest of the year. We've tried to make it as easy as possible. I want to thank you again for your interest in Dream Camps. We are honored to have you considering have your athlete spend the summer with us. We look forward to seeing you this summer at Dream Camps.